France is home to some of the most beautiful cities, towns, and countrysides on the globe. In this video we'll tell you about some of the most beautiful places in France. Number 1. Paris. Paris is one of the world's best places to visit, so it's no surprise it tops this list. France's capital city attracts visitors year-round with iconic attractions like the Louvre and the Eiffel Tower, incredible architecture, and unparalleled dining and shopping scenes. Keep in mind, Paris is often flooded with tourists and room rates can be pricey. Number 2. Loire Valley. For a romantic escape, visit the Loire Valley in central France. Situated along the Loire River, the area is peppered with chateaux, bed-and-breakfast accommodations, farms, and wineries. The region itself is even a designated UNESCO World Heritage Site because of its beauty and historical villages. Plan to spend some time in a few of the valley's laid-back cities and towns, such as Orléans. Number 3. Marseille. Since shedding its seedy reputation, France's oldest and second-largest city has become an exciting, up-and-coming tourist destination. The former European capital of culture has a number of sights to see, including the Basilique Notre-Dame de la Garde and the Cathedral de la Major. When the weather is nice, the rocky cliffs and secluded beaches of the Calanques are excellent for swimming, boating, and hiking. No trip to Marseille would be complete without a stop by the Musée des Civilisations de l'Europe et de la Méditerranée, MUSEM. Its rooftop terrace makes the perfect vantage point to admire the city. Number 4. Nice. Glamorous Nice occupies a picturesque spot along the French Riviera. Beach bums and culture hounds alike will enjoy the city's pebbly shores, engaging museums, boutique shops, and Baroque-style palaces. You'll likely spend a pretty penny on lodging and beach access, but experiencing Nice is worth it. Number 5. Normandy. Despite its war-filled past, this region in northern France is also a place of great beauty. Renowned impressionist Claude Monet certainly thought so. The artist was inspired by Normandy's landscapes, so much so that he created some of his most famous paintings here. Étretat's white cliffs are a great place to take in the area's natural scenery. Visitors can also admire works of art at the Musée des Beaux-Arts de Rouen or see some of the remnants of Normandy's heavy history at the Didet beaches and La Tapisserie de Bayeux. Number 6. Burgundy. Another popular wine region, Burgundy is home to rolling hills, superior cuisine, and an array of vineyards. Those visiting Burgundy must spend time exploring the medieval villages, historical abbeys, and museums that call this area home. Number 7. Bordeaux. This wine-growing hub woos travelers with its riverbank location and surrounding countryside. With more than 100,000 vineyards, Bordeaux offers ample choices for those looking to sip some of the best wines in the world. In the city center, marvel at the Gothic-style Basilique Saint-Michel, walk across the Pont de Pierre, a beautiful stone bridge, snap a photo of the iconic Place de la Bourse and enjoy the Jardin Public's pathways and flora. Number 8. Aix-en-Provence. Quaint, charming Aix-en-Provence is a university town known for its tree-lined boulevards, cute cafes, and lively markets. Life moves at a more leisurely pace here than in other French cities, meaning it's the perfect place for travelers to get to know the locals and get lost in the scenic streets. Number 9. Saint-Tropez. After Brigitte Bardot filmed And God Created Woman here in 1956, Saint-Tropez transformed from an unknown fishing village to a symbol of glamour and hedonism. But there is more to this French Riviera hot spot than partying and yacht hopping. After a day on one of the destination's famous beaches, travelers can stroll through the viewport, check out its museums, or visit La Tarte Trapézienne to taste the eponymous dessert. Number 10. Antibes. The French Riviera's second largest city is packed with great beaches, gorgeous art, and gigantic yachts. Antibes was beloved by many notable figures like Pablo Picasso, whose works can be found in his former studio that is now the Musée Picasso. The museum is located in Antibes Old Town, a picturesque district full of local shops, markets, and some of the city's best restaurants. Number 11. Cannes. Famous for its annual film festival in May, Cannes is just as impressive, and much less congested, other times of the year. Cannes is another French Riviera hot spot that welcomes travelers looking for a little relaxation. Visitors can sightsee as they stroll along La Croisette, the city's mile-long promenade, or sit down for an exquisite meal at a Michelin-starred restaurant. Number 12. Lyon. While it may not be as well known as big-name cities like Paris, Lyon competes with the best of them. Despite being the third largest city in France, Lyon is much calmer and less touristy than other similarly sized destinations. The streets are filled with public art, including the city's famous trompe-l'oeil murals, and there are museums that focus on everything from movies to history. Plus, it's home to hundreds of wineries and 2,000+ restaurants, several of which boast Michelin stars, making it especially appealing to enophiles and foodies. Number 13. French Alps. If your ideal French vacation involves a little more nature and a little less city, head to the French Alps. Here, you'll find some of the best ski slopes in Europe, as well as beautiful scenery that rivals any work of art or architecture. In summer, the typically snow-covered mountains thaw just enough to create perfect conditions for hiking and biking. Charming villages sit at the base of the range, offering several places to unwind when you've had enough fun on the slopes or trails. Number 14. Biarritz. Catch some waves in Biarritz, France's surfing capital. This once sleepy fishing village became a playground for Europe's royalty in the 1850s thanks to Louis Napoleon and his wife, Eugénie. Today, their former palace, which is now the luxurious Hôtel du Palais Biarritz, is more likely to be inhabited by surfers looking to take advantage of Biarritz's fantastic waves. After a day at the beach, visitors can enjoy a leisurely stroll along the town streets or test lady luck at one of France's largest casinos. Number 15. Toulon. Located on France's Mediterranean coast, Toulon is the country's primary naval base. It may not initially seem like a tourist destination, but Toulon offers all kinds of attractions and activities. Those interested in learning about the city's military history should check out the Musée National de la Marine and the Memorial du Débarquement et de la Libération de Provence. Meanwhile, sports fans can tour the Stade Maillot Rugby Arena or catch a match in fall, winter, or spring. For the best view of Toulon, visitors can ride the cable car to the top of Mont Ferran. Number 16. Mont Saint-Michel. Rising above the sea like a castle in a fairy tale, Mont Saint-Michel is one of France's most visited sites. Legend says the Archangel Michael, the island's namesake, repeatedly appeared to Bishop Aubert of Avranches in dreams, telling him to build a church on top of the island in AD 709. Since its completion, it has become an important religious and educational site for Christian pilgrims and European intellectuals. Visitors can tour the picturesque abbey and admire its incredible medieval architecture or wander its surrounding streets.